Collection of bloody offerings, the abomination most begin. And now for your weekly dose of metal. Here are your hosts, Morgan Danielle and Luco Blaze on The Metal Experience.
All right, we just heard The New Wind by South Arsenal. I wonder if that's about farting. And then we heard Bitches Sabbath by Malice. I'm Luco Blaze with Morgan Danielle and the chin hair. No chin hair.
Remember,
just the knowledge, the face of knowledge. Here we go. Derek's new name is the face hole of knowledge because he's got no facial hair. I am Luco. We went over that. So we're rocking out here in the Metal Experience, and for their first time, I feel like you guys have been on before, though.
We have that effect on people.
Yes. We have with us tonight Inner Decay. Why don't you guys go ahead and introduce yourselves? What you do in the band? Are we missing anyone tonight? This is the full lineup right now.
No, the bass player is in Poland.
Of course he is.
And the drummer couldn't make it either.
Okay. All right. Well, who do we got to play bass and who is drummer? Who are we missing?
We got Jadek in Poland right now.
We miss you.
Yeah, we miss him.
What's he doing in Poland?
Well, he's
Squatting.
partying. Squatting. He's partying it up over there,
Sweet.
having fun.
And then who's your drummer?
We just got a new guy on drums. His name's Dave. What's the name he goes by?
Dave Lombardo?
No, I wish, man.
Who?
But he's been.
He's as good, you know.
Yeah,
He's good.
We just started jamming with him a few weeks ago, 2-3 weeks ago, and he's been doing a real good job. So.
Fuck yeah. Why don't you guys go ahead and introduce yourselves since you made it out tonight? And what'd you do in the band?
I'm Sylvester. I'm the vocalist. I say angry things into the microphone.
We appreciate it.
Okay, I'm Tom. I play guitar.
Oh, shit. My name is Buddy. I also play guitar.
Buddy.
Dude, it's such a fake sounding
That's
name.
his real
Fucking-
name.
Yeah, it sucks, dude. People be yelling at their dogs, like, Buddy, sit down. And I'm like, me? What the hell? And then it's not me.
Air Buddy?
Dude, dude, my screen name was Buddy the Elf. Because people speak, oh, Buddy the Elf, you saw that movie? And I was just like, yeah, I saw the fucking movie.
He's the real Will Ferrell.
It totally
Yeah.
fits his personality, too, because he's, like,
No,
hilarious.
They stole my whole image and everything. I used to dress, like, in the elf suit and shit. But no more.
Then once that movie came out, just
Yeah.
ruined everything.
It really tarnished my image, but...
So the first thing Buddy asked, I've never met Buddy before. I shook his hand. He said, hey, we're uncensored, right? So I can cry on air. I was like, yeah, if you
That's
want.
probably the best question to
The
ever
best
start
question. No
when
one's
you meet
ever asked
somebody.
me that.
I mean,
But-
I'll work on it, but I'm going through some shit, you know. It's a
You
hard
could
knock
definitely-
life for us all.
You could cry on. You could cry. I'll
We're-
cry with you.
We're here for you.
I
We're here
appreciate
for you.
Do you need a hug?
Yeah, fuck, I don't even know you, but get over here.
Yeah.
Derek, right?
See? See? It's
Ah.
okay.
Now we're cool.
All right. Well, give me the beginning of Inner Decay. How did Inner Decay become Inner Decay, and how did you guys come up with the name? Tom.
It's basically me and the previous drummer. We started the band. We started jamming. Then Jarek joined us on bass. And then we were looking for a vocalist. We tried out a few of them, and finally, this guy came over.
Facebook for the win.
Boom.
And
I think it was Facebook, right? Or was it Craigslist?
Facebook. Yeah.
Facebook.
Christian Mingle.
Oh.
Sorry to rat you out.
Not satanic singles.
Satanic Singles.
Jeez.
Satanic Singles. We're looking for a vocalist. I'm in. So what? When was that?
Oh shit! What was it?
That's like
October something, right?
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
2. I could have sworn. Was it 3 or 2?
Oh, it's
Might-
might be 3 already.
Might have been 3 by now. It's been a
Damn.
while.
Time flies.
We're like
Time's
family
flying.
now.
Time's flying. So you guys about 3 years ago formed. How do you guys come up with the name Inner Decay?
We just kind of like sat there brainstorming ideas, and we thought of a few cheesy names at first. We're like, no, that's too
What
cheesy.
were the cheesiest? Cheesiest.
I think I came up with Oceans of Decay, and I'm like, no, that's just a little too metalcore for me. And we're like, no, let's not go with that. So we just stuck with Inner Decay. Keep it simple and brutal.
Simple and brutal. There's no other cheesy ones.
There might have been, but
Cheesy
that was
macaroni and cheese.
yeah, that was the cheesiest I could remember.
What was it? Ocean of Decay.
Oceans of Decay. I thought
Trademarked. Sylvester trademarked that. Luke, I'm looking at you. You're not going to steal that. All right. Just making sure. All right. Very cool. And then you guys, so you guys brought, what'd you bring with you tonight to play?
we just started working. We're almost done with our new album, and we have 3 songs from that album. One of them we've never played live before, so that's kind of cool. The other 2, they're kind of like classics, so anyone that's gone to our shows will know them.
Classics. And
Yeah.
what's the name of the new CD?
Actually,
Or the forthcoming CD? It's not.
Just 3 question marks.
I think we're still working on that
yeah,
one.
we're
Okay.
still working on it. Yeah.
And where are you guys recording the new CD?
Most of it just at home, and for the vocals, Sylvester went for the.
I was recording at the
the
Nook
Nook.
Studio in New Lenox. Big shout out to Nick Nativo.
Nick at the Nook. Ooh, ooh. So, how many songs do you guys plan on having on the CD total?
7, right?
It's 8 songs
8 songs.
plus intro. There's gonna be an intro.
So 9, kind of. All right. And we're gonna play 3 of them tonight. The 3 that we're playing, are they finished or?
They're still a little bit in pre-production, but they're 75% finished.
Okay. And then what's
100% good. Sorry.
100% good.
110%.
And what's the ETA on the CD?
Definitely by November.
By November? All right, all right. How far along have you done with the recording and writing, or not writing, but the recording vocals and everything?
Everything's recorded. We might need to just go back in for a few fix-ups here and there, but it's pretty much done.
Gotcha,
Just
gotcha.
mixing process and mastering.
Now, you guys had a different CD out previous, right?
Yeah, it's kind of a demo.
That was a demo, yeah.
Okay, I know, because I have it.
Cool.
And what was, when did you guys record the demo?
2015, January, I think. So a while ago.
And was that also the same process, recorded DIY and then Nick at the Nook doing the vocals?
No, that was somewhere else. Some a friend of mine.
Did all-
It was a lot more home recording in that one.
Yeah.
Okay. What was the name of that?
It came out okay. It came out.
Was that just demo? I don't recall.
Yeah, I think we called it the World at Its End demo or something like that.
Yeah.
Because the cover is like nuclear holocaust.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
looking
got a
explosions.
We got a guy that does some real good artists. David, how do you say his last name?
Pachkovsky.
Pachkovsky.
Yep.
He does some real good art.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's also have something ready for upcoming album too.
Very
It's pretty
cool.
cool artwork. So
And from the demo, how many songs were on the demo?
there were 3 songs, and all of them are on the new album.
Okay.
It's new versions.
New versions, updated
Yep.
versions. Didn't you guys record a music video too?
Yeah,
Shit.
a home music video.
Shit. And what song did you guys record the music video for? Was it a song off the? It was a song off the demo, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was Down to Civilization.
And that was recorded. Where was that?
The video?
Oh yeah.
It was
in a garage, man?
in a garage.
Nice. So, Yadek, I don't remember if he had any crazy swords. I know he's big into the metal works. Because last time he was here, he brought in.
He actually sharpened my
The
knife
flail.
for me.
He brought in the flail last time.
He brought in some crazy stuff, and he just like walked in here with it. I was like, dude, these are like fucking gigantic weapons. I don't know if you'd be walking around with these. Like, oh no, I just drive around with them in my trunk.
And then he sticks them out in the parking garage.
Yeah.
Those were all over our old jam space, and they were just hanging up. And I was always like really paranoid that like something was gonna shake and it was gonna fall off on my toe.
I don't blame you. They're kind of scary. They're heavy. They're sharp. They're dangerous.
They're
They're
brutal.
awesome,
Kill, dude.
but they'll
Yeah,
kill
they're-
you.
Knock somebody's ass out with a fucking.
They're brutal, but sacrifices must be made for brutality.
I mean, you're in a metal band, right?
Yep.
Well, why don't we go ahead and play one of the tracks that you guys brought with you tonight, to the Metal Experience World, to Enter Decay. What's the first track you guys want to play for?
Let's do Blood on My Hands. It's the last one.
Wait a minute. There's somebody wearing a like
And
blood
this one
on my
wasn't on the
hand
demo,
shirt
so-
behind
Someone would
us,
make the
right?
mistake. It happens.
Anything.
Yep.
All right, let's do it. Enter Decay, Blood on My Hands, and that is coming up on the forthcoming Untitled CD. Let's do
LP.
See, you say it, right?
Let's make a name tonight on this.
LP.
on
Yeah,
this thing,
we should just brainstorm names right now.
We'll call it Buddy's Crying Again.
The buddy of Christ.
Yeah, that's actually
Buddy
good as
Christ?
fuck. Yeah. I like that.
Myself, for the cause. Hi, we're my lean chick. Don't fight us on the metal experience. Stuff and metal, docking and banker chickens.
And we are back. I'm Morgan Danielle with Luco Blaze, the chinless hair of knowledge.
The chin
and
face.
Our friends in Inner Decay. And that was a song that they just debuted called Blood on My Hands.
And that was
the
rocking.
upcoming album.
It was rocking.
And I just want to make a quick announcement because Luco forgot to mention it's his 6th-year anniversary with the show tonight.
What?
6 years with the metal experience.
You know what's funny is we went upstairs to grab some drinks and Buddy was like, "So how long have you been doing this?" I'm like, "I don't know, like 6 years." I didn't know it was exactly 6 years. Jeez. Well, you know what? As a special 6-year anniversary of doing the radio show, just for you guys, I'm gonna poop in my pants tonight.
I'm gonna join you, man.
Don't
Perfect.
do that. Please don't do that.
Morgan?
For the sake of our noses, we don't
Take
need
it away.
that. All right, so Blood on My Hands. Let's recap. Tell us a little bit about what that song is about. What was the inspiration?
Well, when I was writing that, it's kind of like it's kind of a, how do I put it? A little bit of a romantic song, as brutal as it is. Basically, it's a soldier that goes off to war, and basically, he only goes off to war because he's avenging like the death of his daughter that got murdered by the other army. And he goes off to war and he comes back and then he's all like messed up in the head and feels guilty. And basically he's talking about like how he has like the blood of his enemies on his hands and feels a little bit guilty about it.
I gotcha.
A little bit guilty?
Probably a lot guilty.
Feel a little bit guilty.
No, whatever, feels a little bit guilty.
0.2%.
Oh
As
my
you feel
goodness.
some guilt, I guess you're good.
I feel a little guilty. Well,
Just
rock
a
and roll.
bitty
That
bitty.
sound fucking metal as fuck.
I always thought that song was about fisting, so now I'm just like, whoa, dude, holy shit! Like,
It still is about fisting.
it could be fisting in times of war, dude.
I thought it was about bloody,
He fists
bloody,
the enemies.
bloody women, wiping their crotch.
Why
with
are
their
you
hand.
rubbing your balls? He goes bloody women and he's fucking rubbing his junk. Are you trying to signify that you have a vagina, Master Greg?
Greg's menstruating. He's on his cycle as of today.
2017,
Master
man,
Greg.
anything's possible.
Fashionist.
Greg is no longer a he or a she. He is an it.
He's a bean.
He prefers to be called they.
No, or like
Preferred pronoun.
Zoolander 2, Benedict Cumberbatch, all. I am all.
I am everything.
All right, he's just a tad bit scary. So what's the ETA you think on the album?
November.
So after that, are you guys planning on doing like a tour, a bunch of shows just around the
A
Chicago
CD
area?
release show?
I would think a CD release show. We didn't really plan it out. We kind of like go with the flow, but I mean we've been doing little mini tours around the states surrounding Illinois. So maybe hit up some of those states again would be nice. If not, maybe go a little bit further.
Yeah, but we've been through lineup change, so it's gonna take a while for us to get ready to be back for playing shows.
So while you guys are, is everything that's being recorded
That's
all the current lineup too?
no, that's the previous line.
Okay. So it's still getting some practices under the belt too.
Yep.
For everyone to be. Buddy, are you ready?
I was born ready, dude.
Nice, dude. Best answer ever. Grab yourself a donut. You've earned it.
I'm gonna grab a donut. I'll be right back.
Grab 2.
It was funny when when he first we played we had him like fill in on bass when Yadek like totally jacked up his arm falling out of a tree, and so
It
he
was,
filled in
ribs.
Oh, he jacked up his ribs, falling out of a tree, and we had Buddy fill in, and he was like, I thought he was gonna be all like weird on stage there, just basically barely playing the parts, and he was like jumping around all over the stage, doing some crazy stage stuff. I'm like, man, this guy is in.
So were you in a tree because you're the neighborhood cat saver? Or
Yadek was in a tree.
Yeah.
Yadek was in.
So why
He
was he in a tree?
building a tree house.
Ah.
Dang.
okay.
When he
That's
fell?
that's a
Ended-
good reason.
Ended up bad.
Okay, and it ended up. That makes sense.
Is that when he broke his ribs?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Or not cool.
So
but
cool.
I know what the conversation's at.
So then, how did you guys find Buddy?
I went to. I knew him from like high school. I've known him for a long time. And I think I hooked him up with a. You were working with Tom first, right?
Yeah, I was looking for a job, and he was like, "Who needs money?" I was like, "I need a job," and then I started working with Tom. And
then Tom invited him to do the fill in the spot, and that's how we found him. It was destiny.
Oh yeah, dude.
And then you made the switch over to guitar.
I did, yeah. I play both, but I'm just kind of trying to please the people, you know, whatever the fuck they need.
So then, originally, you're a guitarist or bassist or triangleist?
I mean straight up, to be honest, I don't even consider myself a guitarist or bassist anymore because I don't know. There's so many better people, but I do string instruments, little keyboard. I don't know if it answered your question or not.
So you're a pianist.
I am indeed a pianist.
You're a wianist.
Wianist.
Wienerist.
I like that.
I like that. So then,
It's a unique term, so I like it.
how long ago was it that you then joined the band?
Memory serves, I like Yadik fell at the tree, and they needed the bassist to fill in, so I just kind of showed up. We did like a little run through a couple states, went to Kentucky, Indiana, and shit. And then we had another guy, I guess, playing guitar, and it just didn't work out through like moving. He was far away, so they needed someone else to play guitar, and I was readily available, so that's how I kind of showed up here.
Not bad.
And thank you guys for having me, by the way, everybody. I'm happy.
I'm glad you're happy and not crying.
I mean, dude,
some more
I'll
donuts.
be crying later, dude. I'll have some more booze.
You can use the donuts to wipe your tears away.
He was just telling me, and we were over there eating a donut, and he was just telling me, get this, my name is Buddy Blaze, right?
Buddy Blazik.
Buddy Blazik. So he's like, I'm Buddy Blaze. And I'm like, I told him, I said, that would be really impressive if that guy's name over there wasn't Luco Blaze.
Yeah, I just threw my fucking ID down. I was like, fuck, I was topped
Is
again.
your middle name really, or is that your last name?
No, here's the crazy thing. It's Buddy William Blazik. I was like, why the hell did I get a first name like Buddy and then a middle name like William? It don't make any sense.
Buddy
But-
Bill.
Yeah, right, dude. I don't know.
Bud Bill.
It just all sounds awkward to me. Like, I don't know.
BBB.
Buddy
Yeah, BBB.
Bill Blazik.
Dude, you have a great name.
Luco Blaze
I don't know
Colombo.
about that.
Luco Blaze Colombo. That's a badass name. I don't know. It's better than some shit like Mark, John, some basic ass shit. No offense to Mark and John, whoever the fuck they are, but
No offense to the Marks and the Johns out
yeah,
there.
we love you. Johns, you're all Goodman. John Goodmans.
John Goodmans.
Someone else start talking, dude. I'm gonna fuck this up.
Diddly doodly.
Diddly or doodly?
Wimmy wham wham wazzle. Futurama. Oh shit.
Oh my God! Nobody say that.
So what got you guys individually into the metal genre?
It's the metals.
How did you find it? What are your first bands that you listened to?
Well, I was listening to some really gay shit to start off, but I still love it.
The
though.
boy band
That's
phase, right?
insensitive, dude.
Sylvester?
Yeah, I was listening to my Blink-182 was like one of my favorite bands. I still love them, but I was listening to a lot of pop punk. You know.
I would have never guessed it for you.
Yeah, I act a lot more brutal than I really am. I have a sensitive side. But
Bitch.
Hey, I saw Blink 182.
but
I've also seen
no, yeah, that I went to a. That's where I my first mosh pit was actually Blink-182. Some drunk dude chipped my tooth.
Oh, what?
Which
Vicious.
year?
Oh, it was a long time ago. I don't even remember.
How do you have a mosh pit at a Blink?
I don't know. I
Yeah,
asked
Was
my
it- was
This
it-
is growing up. Just get knocked out. Like, fuck.
Like, what is that?
Hey,
but,
I had one at the one when they reunited.
You'd be surprised what people mosh to. But yeah, so I was into that. Then I started getting into like screamo and Slipknot and stuff. And then I was like, oh shit, let's listen to some Slayer. And I got really big into Slayer and Metallica. And then I started listening to I heard Deicide because it was kind of like fast like Slayer. But I was like, what the hell are these kind of fucking vocals? Who the fuck? You can't even understand what the fuck he's saying. This shit's gay. And then
And so I was just like, I want to do that.
Yeah.
And now we can't understand him.
and now nobody can understand my vocals. And then now I'm like really big into like Dying Fetus. So that was a progression of like from the light side to the dark side for me.
Dying feed us.
Feed us, dying, feed us.
Speaking of which, where's the food?
Fetus.
No,
I don't
like
know.
feet. They're donuts right there, dude.
Yeah, see, she does us up food. Okay.
Dying, feed.
Feed us.
Us.
Feed us.
Feed us a dying. Feed us.
Or Flying Adidas.
Now
Flying
I'm hard.
Adidas. All right. And then how'd you get into doing vocals, Sylvester? One day you were just like, "Ah, hey, that
well,
sounds pretty good.
Basically, it's kind of because of my brother. My brother was he started learning guitar, like freshman guitar at Addison Trail, and I wasn't doing anything. I played a little saxophone in middle school, but that's about it.
Damn, like Bill Clinton?
How is
Yeah.
your brother doing? I haven't seen him in a
yeah,
while.
how is Roman?
He just works all the time now. But I've been like, bro, let's jam out. But
Let's jam out with our clams out, bro.
so he was like playing freshman guitar, and he got real good real
Wait,
fast.
so you were playing saxophone with him while he was
No,
playing
no,
guitar?
no.
Oh.
That would have been funny as hell.
Jazz
band.
fusion.
Yeah, I was gonna say, show us the duets.
No, he was playing guitar, and he was getting real good real fast because he was like everybody was just like playing all this pop punk and stuff, and he was like sitting there trying to like play Metallica and Iron Maiden and stuff. So he got good pretty fast, and then
Is he good with the widdly wheeze and the widdly woos?
pretty good, yeah. And so my mom's boyfriend was all like, hey, he plays real good. Why don't you guys start a band? And he was probably saying that like half
You're like,
drunk.
Don't fucking tell us what to do, Steve.
But yeah, so we did end up forming that band, and at first I was just like messing around on the vocals. We were doing a bunch of covers, Metallica covers, Iron Maiden, and I was singing all like, yeah! And
Then you went, yo.
yeah, and then we started doing like some. We were like, yeah, let's do like some crust punk, some like angry punk, and then I started doing like black metal stuff, and I'm like, oh wait, let's pitch it lower. And then I started doing death metal, and then I just kind of progressed from there, and we ended up forming our first band in high school. We sucked so bad.
What was the name of your first band?
Well, Internal Lacerations. We were doing like
I remember that.
I remember that
Yeah.
band.
We were so bad.
With Zach Zarowski.
Oh
I
yeah,
still
Zach-
have that shirt.
we were so bad, and then from then on, I started joining some other bands and growing as a musician, and
Internal Laceration.
here's where I'm at now. Thanks.
Do you
still
remember
have
the
that
name of
shirt.
the first song that you ever wrote? Doesn't have to be
Corruption.
with Corruption.
I
Yeah.
remember that song.
Corruption. It's so basic. It was literally like 3 notes. It was just dun 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 dun. So basic, and it just it was still one of our favorite songs.
That's good. We got to do cover, man.
Yeah, it was brutal. So basic, so brutal.
All
Brutally
right,
basic.
who's up next?
Tom, give us the backstory.
I know. Very first band, Iron Maiden. Seven Son of a Seven Son, the album. I remember very
Nice.
well. Still one of my favorites. So, and then came heavier stuff.
And then what got you into playing guitar? You're like, look at the Fender Stratocasters that these gooftards are rocking out on. I also want to rock out on a Fender Stratocaster.
No, it wasn't about the look. I just really got into music, and
What was your first guitar?
oh man, that was like some really shitty guitar. It looked like a Les Paul, but it was like a Polish
Less than Les
guitar.
Paul.
and
Not like an Epiphone? I know Epiphone makes like a Les Paul
no,
knockoff.
it was way worse.
Like
than
first
that.
act or worse than first act?
Maybe something.
First
like
act
that,
level?
Yeah.
Maybe it was second
Half act.
Half act. Half act. There you go.
Half baked.
Half baked. So what got you into heavier music? So Iron Maiden was the gateway, and
Yeah,
then
then came Metallica, Slayer, Obituary. That's. Yep.
shut up, Greg.
Pretty much classic bands, which I listen until today.
Fuck yeah.
I feel
And
like
then-
everybody has to have a little bit of Obituary in their
In their repertoire.
Yeah.
I do not.
And then, what was your first band? Is Inner Decay your first band?
No.
Okay.
It
Tom's
was,
old school, man. He's been around.
It was a long time ago in Poland,
So you're from
Motherland.
Poland.
Yeah, I'm from Poland. I grew up there.
And when did you move over to the United States?
I moved over just before 9/11 happened. So
Okay, so like
it's
2000-ish?
16 years now.
Okay.
So,
Damn. And what made you decide to move over to the U.S.?
I want to give it a try here.
All right.
just-
Yeah, fucking go to the U.S. Give it a try. Whatever.
Yeah.
It was our Chicago hospitality.
Fuck, man. I heard their pizza was all right, so I'll check it out.
Yep.
So Chicago treated you well?
So far, okay.
All right.
Good. I'm glad you're still alive, living in Chicago.
So then you started in
Me
some
too,
metal
bro.
bands back in Poland.
Yep.
Was Inner Decay the first band in the U.S.?
No, I had a band. We were called Duality Structure. It was actually with the drummer that I started Inner Decay with. So
Okay.
The same guy. You know. We've been around for like a few years. We played some local shows. We just recorded one demo, and that's pretty much it. You know.
So was it from them to Inner Decay, or
Yeah.
was it?
Yeah.
Okay. So then was there somewhat of, wait, if that was in like 2000, when did you guys form that band?
The other band I think was like 2007.
Okay. So if you
So
just
you guys were jamming on that for a while, right? I think you guys were like jamming out for a few years, and then
I think 2007 we started jamming. It took me a while to meet the right people to form the band here. I didn't really know anyone getting here, and
yeah.
it was like pre Facebook times.
Yeah.
You couldn't. It
The
was not.
MySpace time.
What do you mean?
MySpace time.
What do you mean? There was a
Talking
time
about,
before
dude.
Facebook?
BF before Facebook, man.
So
So then once you, okay, so that band broke up. How long was it until Inner Decay you guys started jamming? A couple years, couple months?
and, later I've been in that one other band. We were called Shrift.
Shrift.
What?
I remember Shrift.
Yeah.
Were you in Shrift when
Yep.
they played Claus?
Yep.
I told you
So-
guys Tom was old school.
Funny story about Shrift. After your guys' set, I went up to the vocalist, I want to say, and I was like, that was fucking awesome. And I was like, we do this online metal radio show. We'd love to have you guys on. And he was like, no, we don't speak English very well, so
True story.
that won't really
Times
work.
changed.
I was like, oh, okay, well, you guys are fucking awesome anyway. He's like,
And since then,
Thank
we've
you.
had a ton of Polish people on
Yeah.
the show.
but it was so funny because I was like, dude, we got these like, none of us really speak English.
Yeah, you guys
So-
killed it that night.
Yeah,
Thank
that- and Claus Fest was always fucking
Yeah.
hopping.
That was still one of my
I
favorite
still have
experiences
a
we've been a
Shrift.
part of.
I have my Shrift CD
Yeah.
at home.
That's great.
Your legacy lives
Hell
on,
yeah.
bro.
Your legacy lives on. That's crazy. Yeah, no, Shrift was fucking awesome.
Not around anymore.
Not around anymore, but still fucking awesome.
Now
so,
you can cry, buddy.
Oh, I've been crying on the inside though. I'm trying to externalize that.
Yeah, we saw you guys once. It was at Claus Fest, and you guys killed it. That's fucking
No, I
funny.
think Shrift played also at Reggie's, right? No?
I don't think so. No, we play a bunch of shows, but I think never
Or
got to Regis.
At the Revival? Maybe? I feel like we saw Shrift one more time after Claus.
We played Mutiny. We played Yori Bar, places like
We
that.
saw Shrift again. It wasn't just one show.
That's too funny. So then after Shrift, then came Inner Decay.
Yep.
So are the rest of the guys in Shrift now doing other musical stuff?
I know like two of them. They have like a reggae band. Right
Oh,
now.
really?
Yeah. So they moved away from metal.
That's what a Marson. No, not Marson. Radek.
That's, yeah, the vocalist and the bassist.
Very cool.
It's Radek or Marson or one of those two. No.
Radek, yeah.
Radek. Yeah, he's come to a few of our shows. Cool dudes. It's like Radek or what? It's like Radovan, right? But Radek is
No,
the
that's Polish. That's Radosław. Radek.
Oh,
Radosław.
Yep.
Sounds like
Raji.
fucking Rico Suave.
Very Slavic, man.
Very Slavic. That's fucking sweet. All right. Well, let's keep on going down. Buddy, give us the back. Shit.
I mean,
And what's your favorite color? No.
What's your buddy? My name's Buddy. What's your favorite color?
sad.
My favorite color is sad. So
blue. Would you say you're feeling blue?
Yeah.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. So, what got you into the metals?
Metal. Into metal. Shit. I guess the best I can go. Yes, poop. excrement. The best I could go back to is it was 2005, exactly. And System of a Down had that BYOB come out.
Yeah.
And I had heard aerials and shit, but I was like a fucking kid who just spent all his time at home on the internet and shit. And so I heard that and I was like, holy shit, this is just so exciting and fantastic. And then pretty much just I went through a point where anything heavy, I would just give it a chance and just see what the hell happens.
Do you not give anything heavy a chance anymore?
I do, but lately I've just been listening to the jazz station, and I'm all over the place. It's literally music bipolarity. I don't know. Sometimes I'm into hip hop, and then I'll get really into metal, and then man,
My Pandora is actually all old school rock and Motown and stuff.
I just like music. I don't really give a shit. But I love metal. Metal's kind of what started me with playing music, though, I guess, because that was the first kind of style I wanted to play, really. I was interested in music, even from a young age. I liked jazz and shit, but I never had an interest in playing anything or singing. It was just kind of there, and then it just seemed it got really popular. Everyone was playing and shit, and there was a lot of good bands at the time, and so I just picked up a guitar and started jamming. So yeah.
And what was your first band?
My first band, we were called Damage Industry. It was right in high school. They pretty much, the dudes taught me how to play, actually.
The dudes.
Yeah. It's a long time,
Hey, we're the dudes. We're gonna show you how to play.
Yeah, dude. They were both actually.
Was that one movie?
I can't think of it now. Damn, dude.
I'm the
Jeff Bridges.
dude.
Yeah, Jeff
Big
Bridges.
Lebowski.
Big Lebowski.
The Big
yeah.
Lebowski.
It's funny because the two guys, it was three guys, and two of them were actually Jeff Bridges, and then there was me. But I learned.
We were the Jeff Bridges band.
But no, it was literally some crazy shit. I didn't know how to play. They called me up and they said you own a bass, right? And I was like, yes. And then so I'd show up at this dude's house and he would literally grab my fingers and point to shit. And so we just did System of a Down covers.
So wait, you owned a bass, but you don't know how to play?
Dude, it all happened within a month. I bought a bass. And then someone was like, you got one? I was like, yes. And
I don't know how to play it yet, but yeah.
And they taught me, so I was like, cool, that works. And I loved it. I love playing bass, love playing guitar, any style. It's just, any style I can muster, at least. It's just fun for me.
I don't know why you're also you own a bass and you don't know how to play it. You own a microphone and you don't know how to sing.
Oh, dude, that was harsh as
First off, I don't own a microphone.
You don't even own a microphone?
No.
Okay, I own a guitar and I can't fucking play it. I don't
You
even know
own the
how I ended up
microphone
here.
in front of you.
Yeah, but I don't use these
Oh.
microphones for music.
Hey, Luco's the shit, man. I've heard his music, man.
Hey,
It's,
thanks.
it's heavy shit, man.
Greg is just full of hate and shit today.
I
I
co-own
kind of
these.
just
And
want to
shit.
beat him.
I co-own these with Morgan.
So all I have to do is co-sing. As long as you can half sing, you're
Coasting.
straight.
We're coasters. Oh, that's a perfect
Yeah,
name, Luco. We're coasters.
So you know what's really funny
We
when
host together. We're
when we do
coasters.
mic check,
Damn
when
it.
you're then you're and in metal bands everyone's like ooh for the mic check.
Hell yeah.
So I fucking don't need anything in the monitors, right? Because it's
Really?
listen, I'm literally
He doesn't
following.
care.
So that's just mind blowing.
I'm literally just following the drummer. I know when I'm supposed to come in and when my parts are just off the drummer's timing. So it's I don't give a fuck about what the monitors sound like. And they're always like, does that sound good? I'm like, yeah, man, I don't fucking care. It sounds whatever. And whenever they do the mic check, I'm always like, and they're like, I'm like, yeah, sounds good up here. We're ready to go.
No, dude,
They're
I
what
live
the
on
fuck.
on stage. I love the whole woo. I love that.
Helium.
It
I
adds,
do.
Do your whole set on helium.
I do a lot of woos during the set.
I love that. It adds so
He
much
likes
energy.
to woo in general.
Whenever you have a
doesn't?
chance to be amplified,
And
you fucking
obnoxious.
Ric Flair woo as much as you possibly can.
That's just on the table again.
So yeah, our set often has a lot of Ric Flair woos in it. But enough about me. Back to Buddy.
Fuck.
So that was the Damage Industry.
Damage Industry, yeah.
And then what came after that?
Nothing really, dude. That we ended, our last show was in 2010, and I just kind of just stayed home and just practiced on my own for years, and then I joined up with a couple guys. I pretty much told myself if I wasn't doing shit with music by 25 at all, I was just gonna kind of chill on it. And then I had some kind of weird crisis at 24 where I was like, fuck, I gotta join as many bands as possible, and it was actually really helpful. But
How many bands did you end up joining?
dude, okay, that's the shitty part. I joined 4 at once,
He
and I had
cloned
no time
himself.
for anything, and some of them just fell apart to my advantage, I guess. Sorry, guys. But yeah, I mean,
But then Inner Decay
yeah.
presented. itself.
I feel like you have to join at least 2 bands because one of them is always going to fall apart. That's just that's the life cycle of a band.
Well, I'm happy with these guys because, I mean, I've known Sylvester a long time. Tom's like a great boss. Everyone's cool as fuck. So it's like, I'm happy to be here with these guys for sure. And but the other stuff, it's just like it just got to a point where like nothing was really organized and stuff with a lot of people. So we'd end up just like wasting a lot of time and just having like really unproductive like practices and stuff. But like for the past like month and a half, I've been going to Antioch like every weekend.
Jeez.
And yeah, and we spend like 11 hours just practicing, and like it was super useful. But then I just go home drained and just like sit there and stare at the TV like blankly, like where's the time going, man? But I've pretty much only been in like 4 or 5 bands, and
But you said you watched Cold Case Files.
every single night.
You should create a band based on Cold Case Files.
Every song is about a different
It will be
episode you
called
watch.
Cannibal Corpse.
Dude, I feel like they would just like sue me and be like, yeah, you're using our content for your songs, and so you have to pay us back. And I'd be like, dude, nobody's even
Cold
buying
Case
this
Corpse.
No one's
Cold
going to
Case
buy this?
Yeah, right. Like, dude, I'm just trying to make a
Oh,
living.
man. Well, you know what? Let's hear another Inner Decay song. What's the next song you guys want to play off of the forthcoming CD?
Let's do the Tortured Souls of War. This one's that one was on our first demo, so this one's like one of the first songs we wrote, but it's improved now.
Improves.
The new and improved version of the Tortured Souls of War
Yes, sir.
by Inner Decay on the Metal Experience. Morgan, let's hear it!
I expect that type of language at Denny's, but not here. Well, that's too freaking bad. You hear me?
Because we're throwing it back to Morgan and Luco on the Metal Experience.
All right, and we are back. That was The Tortured Souls of War by Enter Decay off their untitled upcoming album. And that song, again, was fucking awesome.
Thank you.
I have something to look forward to now this year. A good album coming out. Can't wait. I can't wait.
Well, it is about that time, broski.
It's never that
Are
time.
you ready to go?
Yeah, I guess so.
Time to sit back and relax and listen to the one that the metal gods themselves gave us. It's time for the heaviest of them all, the chin hair of knowledge.
All right, it's going to be short, sweet, and simple this week with my little segments.
Sounds good to me.
Only 2 bits of tour news.
Okay.
One's Machine Head doing an evening with Machine Head again. It's going to be they'll be playing either a half hour to 3 hours of music every night with no openers. February 23rd at Concord Music Hall. And then Brujeria re-announced their U.S. headlining tour. It's not with Voodoo Glow Skulls anymore.
Glow Skulls.
Yeah, it's not with them anymore. It's now with Power Flow, which is the band with Sendog from Cypress Hill and the bass player of Biohazard.
What band was that? I'm sorry.
Power Flow.
I've never heard of that, but that sounds awesome.
They just started this year. It's like kind of like groove like rap metal kind of stuff.
All right, that's up my
They're not
alley.
bad. And then Pinata Protest is support.
Pinata Protest.
Yeah, they're fun. They got an accordion player.
Sick.
I saw them with Brujeria last year. They're fun. And it's going to be October 29th at the Bottom Lounge.
Nice.
Be there.
Unfortunately, I won't be there. I got work.
And what else you got for us?
Just some sad news though. The former singer of Corrosion of Conformity, Eric Yike, EYCKE, who was on their first album, Eye for an Eye, passed away on September 22nd.
Oh no.
There's no word to the reason behind his death, but he was in hospice for a while and then just ended up passing away.
Poor guy.
So that's it.
That's all you got this week?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's been slow.
You were right. That was short and sweet. Did you know, for those that like to read books, that the record label owner of Metal Blade Records wrote a book and it is now
Brian
available?
Sliegel?
Yes, it's on Amazon. You can buy it and read it.
I had no idea.
What is he writing about?
The founding of Metal Blade Records.
Oh, sick! Like a biography almost. Like a
Yeah, because he was the one that like found like Metallica and like Anthrax and all that stuff.
Yep. And Luco just texted me asking me where we were at time-wise with the show and said that he is shitting in the bathroom and there's a drink guy in the bathroom talking to himself, a drunk guy in the bathroom.
A drink guy.
I'll go up there and shut that guy up right now. I'll be like, dude.
I wonder what he's saying.
He's a drink guy, so he's asking people for drinks. Would
Well-
you like some piss?
Ew. What did you bring tonight to play for us?
I brought a band called Bulldozer.
Okay. And is it just a bunch of trucks making noise?
Of course.
Okay, perfect.
No, they're from Milan, Italy.
Okay, sweet. And how did you find out about them?
They played Maryland one year, and I did not want to go see them, and I kind of regret not going to see them because I like them a lot now.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right. And what is the song that you're going to play?
Lona the Very Best off the album 3, released in 1987.
All right.
And I guess this song is based loosely on a famous Italian porn star. I just found that out earlier today.
Which one we talking about?
I know them all.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to brag, but I know them all.
I don't know. She's like from the 50s.
I know
I
her
know
too.
them all.
Her name is the same type, like...
I'm just going to look it up. It's all good.
Yeah, go right ahead.
All right,
I'm
here
going to
we
be in the
go.
bathroom. I'll be right back.
All right.
Bulldozer. And Buddy's going to go talk to the drunk guy in the bathroom.
Yeah, something like that.
This is Jeff. This is Linus. We're in the band Nephilim. You're listening to the Metal Experience.
Okay, and we are back. That was my little pick of the week. The band Bulldozer from Milan, Italy, with the song Lona the very best. So yes, fun song.
Well, thank you for that. That was very entertaining and thrashy.
The singer comes out dressed as like a Catholic priest with a podium, and that's how he sings.
A little bizarre, but okay. Cool. Cool story,
Hey, look,
bro.
Look who's back.
Woo! We're overdue for a woo, right?
Yeah.
So, Inner Decay, what has been your favorite show to have played so far in your career? What stands out the most as being a highlight moment?
Shit.
Don't all speak at once.
All right, I'll just throw some shit in for a second. We played a show at some point in July. We were in, Indiana was the last stop, right? Indiana, I think, yeah. And that was pretty fun for me, dude. I took my shirt off and started running around all crazy. I was pretty drunk. But that was fun as hell for me, dude. It was like the third show we played, and it was great.
It's definitely got to be like one of the tours because,
so fun.
Like, I don't know. I feel like Chicago kind of like they take their metal for granted. When you go like down to other states, like they don't have a huge venue every few blocks to go to. So people come out from like a little bit like Wisconsin. People come out from like nowhere. And they'll come out and support.
They come out from the cornfields.
Yeah, pretty
Children
much.
of the Corn coming out for your show, dude.
And they really like to show up, and I feel like that's Wisconsin was real nice. Milwaukee.
They come out from the cheese.
Kentucky, dude. Shout
Kentucky,
out to Artwork for the Blind. Shout out to those guys,
Yeah.
dude. Hospitality
Check
out
out
the
Artwork
ass,
for the
dude.
Blind if you haven't so
Awesome
far. They're
music,
from Kentucky.
Good people.
Yep. I'd definitely say Kentucky. Kentucky.
And one more shout out, further from the end, also from Kentucky. Good ass guys, good ass music. Check them out.
Nice. Anything stand out in your mind, Tom?
I enjoy every show, man.
Every show? Play it like it's your last type deal?
I think the one in Crest Hill, what was the venue?
Bada Brew, yep.
It was pretty good show. I think.
With Warbringer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was packed. Luke was there.
Exciting crowd.
That's pretty fun.
That was.
Was that the
He's like,
Warbringer
"What'd I do?"
Enforcer Ex Mortis?
Yep. That was it.
Ex Mortis is fucking sick.
Yeah, dude, there was so many people packing that place. It was
I like
nice.
their Widdly Woos.
And Widdly Wees?
And Widdly Wees.
Wubble up dub dubs! Sorry, that's all I got.
Plenty.
Being attacked by Greg. Morgan,
Yes,
take it away.
I have been. We were talking, and I don't know why you just interrupted like that. And my next question was going to be, what place have you not had the opportunity to play that you would like to?
Shit, I kind of want to go down to California. That'd be nice. A few like a day's drive or something, but it'd be nice.
We gotta tour Europe one day.
Europe would be sick as fuck.
Take me down south, dude. Let's just get drunk and fucking sit in the fucking meth lab, dude.
I also kind of want to visit Louisiana just for shits and giggles.
Louisiana.
That Cajun cooking, dude.
Some Creole.
Yeah, that would be kind of cool.
We want to go everywhere. Fuck it, dude. Wherever.
Yep.
Coast to coast.
Your grandma's closet. It doesn't matter.
The moon, dude.
We will be there.
We'll play your grandma's
Can I
closet.
schedule you guys to play my grandma's closet?
You gotta sign a form if like, we don't want to hurt anybody.
That'd be fucking awesome. Like, we're playing Derek's grandma's closet this Saturday.
And we blow the doors off that bitch, dude.
Like, what are you doing this Saturday? We're playing a show. Oh, sweet. We're at. It's actually this guy Derek. His grandma agreed to let us play a show in her closet.
She's baking everybody cookies, man. It's sick. It's sick.
She's just an all-around good lady, dude. Hardcore, makes cookies, lets shows in her fucking closet.
Why don't
good lady.
Unless
Why don't
you
grandparents-
resurrected our grandma.
Why don't
we don't have a
grandparents-
grandma right now at all. They're both
Right
deceased.
now.
We're just gonna go find a grandma.
Like, we don't have one right now, but like in a couple weeks, we'll be good again.
They
so,
have both
Surprise, mom. No.
surprise,
passed
mom.
onto
we're in grandma's bedroom,
a better life.
and we
so
have a band, Inner Decay, playing in the closet.
I'm calling the cops.
My condolences.
You'd have to
It's a
play in
small-
the cemetery.
It's a small half closet. You guys gotta sit on each other's shoulders.
What about the drummer?
What about your drummer?
I don't have a drummer anymore. Not since the war. It's a horrible time.
Dark times.
Is that where you came upon your leather hat?
His was found
Ever
in a
since that day when I
dumpster.
found this leather hat, I just left the band behind. And
The hat's badass, dude. I fucking like
the hat is.
Don't encourage him.
There's people who
I'm sorry,
absolutely hate this hat, and there's people who absolutely love this hat.
First off, the people that absolutely love your hat.
Absolutely hate your
Absolutely.
What? Say it, because he likes my hat. Go ahead, say it.
He was just.
You
I don't
know,
give a shit. You can say it, dude.
He just
I'm gonna
wants to
kill
make
you.
you feel good.
I'm gonna kill you with your stupid ass mustache.
I'm gonna make.
Hey, stupid
Hey,
ass.
what are you
mustache.
talking
That's a
about?
good mustache, though. I want to
No,
say
it
that.
ain't.
Good ass
No, it
mustache.
ain't.
Hulk
So, yo,
Hogan, baby.
Hey, we all got swag over here. Man. That's all that matters. Chill.
Let's go back to talking
We're
to
family.
Inner Decay.
Yeah.
Look at Greg grasp that mic like it's a hard.
Fuck you, bitch.
Sylvester, you know you could just steal the mic right back from
Yeah.
him.
Yeah,
Don't let-
just take it.
I'm a very nice guy.
You're on the show, Sylvester. Greg is just here to be here.
It's
He
Inner
just-
You can share my
it's
shit,
He
bro.
just likes
Inner
to hear
Decay night.
his voice. But you brought a friend along with you guys tonight, Inner Decay members.
Ah, hell yeah.
And he's a little silent sitting over there in a corner.
We call him Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga.
Yaga.
And-
Baba
and
Yaga, yeah.
What is his relation to your band? And you also brought Sylvester, you brought your girlfriend along with you.
Yeah, she's over there. Hi, Mary Beth.
Hey.
she
Hey,
was
Mary
eating some
Beth.
nachos. Are those nachos
Hey, speaking
super
of which-
dank?
Oh, and Buddy needs more food.
Buddy, where are you going?
So what is your
Buddy, what's your favorite
friend's
color?
relation to the band? What does he do for you guys?
Baba Yaga, I'll let you talk, man.
Please introduce yourself just really quickly. You came all this way. We just want to hear your voice and just say hi.
Hello, I
Hello.
am the amazing Bobo Yaga. I am your worst nightmare come true. So I'm just saying hello to all you in the radio airwaves. Hello, and I will see you in your nightmares.
Nice.
Sleep well.
Now
He
I can.
Totally
I see your ass
sounds like
every day. Is my life a
a
nightmare?
Hollywood vampire. You totally need to try out to do like voiceovers. That was awesome.
In an odd way.
You
he
got
sounds
that
like-
voice.
You sound like Peter Steele.
Yeah, it's great.
He's just as fucking tall as Peter Steele, by the way, dude. Same fucking height.
Yeah, forget the
Same.
Barry White. Just give me Tracy's voice.
Same dick size too, I heard.
Crazy.
The girth's a little different, but
Girth's a little different, but the length is all there.
That is too much information you didn't need to share with us all. Thanks.
Well, I'm just talking about
For the inquiring mind.
the
Yeah.
inquiring mind. Yeah.
No, this inquiring mind did not want to know.
Well, then why were you inquiring?
I didn't inquire that information.
Actually, who asked about his dick? What the fuck happened?
Stop being so loquacious.
Stop, you loquacious ass motherfucker.
That was a word of the day not too long ago. Greg, why don't you look up in the meantime, while we do Luco's segment, why don't you look up a word of the day and share with us.
Okay.
A little
sounds
bit
good.
later.
the genie, dude.
Okay.
It sounds good, you pusillanimous,
You
loquacious.
pusillanimous,
This was from weeks
loquacious
ago.
ass, bitch ass motherfucker.
But Luco, it's about that time for
It's
you.
about that pusillanimous, loquacious ass, bitch ass motherfucking time.
What?
Now it's time for
Hey, man, look what I found.
Only on the Metal Experience.
Woo! This week brought to you by Imprint Recordings. Your music, your imprint. Visit imprintrecordings.com for more details on any bands looking to record. This week we have all the way from Richmond, Kentucky.
I feel like Kentucky has been a huge topic today with some of the bands that you guys just mentioned too. So it works out perfect.
The band tonight, Geiger, and we've got a twofer for you. The songs, The Creature, and the second song, which actually has a lyric video for, now up on YouTube, is called Death Is Me. Let's do it. Let's play some Geiger.
I realize my beers. I just wanna be right. Hey, I'm Braulio.
And this is Gus.
And we're
Savagery,
Savagery, and you're listening to the Metal Experience.
Woo! That was a twofer from Geiger from Richmond, Kentucky. Check
Like
them
the
out.
counter?
Those were the songs Creature and Death Is Me. And check out, they have a lyric video now up on YouTube for that song, Death Is Me. Geiger, Geiger.
Like the counter.
And then also that segment is brought to you by Imprint Recordings. Your music, your imprint. Visit imprintrecordings.com for more details. Morgan, are you mocking me right now?
I just know what you're going
I
to say.
will
So
punch
I am
you
just
right in the baby makers. You dirty
Right in the
pirate
pusillanimous.
hooker. Right in the pusillanimous.
Give me all you got.
I'll give it all. Elbow, flying elbows.
Whatever.
You know what I'm talking about.
I don't care. All right. So did you have a word of the day?
Gregory.
I have a word of the day.
What is it, you pusillanimous,
Okay.
loquacious ass, bitch ass motherfucker?
You're the loquacious one.
Get the fuck out of here.
You're like, yeah. What? Shut
You're
the
the
fuck up.
loquacious one.
You're loquacious.
Mom, he called me a pusillanimous.
Loquacious ass, bitch ass motherfucker.
My word of the day. Oh my goodness, there's so many funny words out there, but one word that.
How did you find this word?
Looking up funny words on the internet. That's it. Just doing searches for funny words. Coming across like.
It is also on our Facebook page. He just
Yes.
posted it as our status for those wanting to know what he is talking about.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh.
What
By a
is
strong
your
man.
word?
What the fuck is happening?
Okay.
What is your word, Greg? Greg, tell me the word.
Okay, the word is Gardyloo.
Gardyloo?
Gardyloo.
Spell that.
Gardyloo. Gardyloo.
Use it in a sentence, please.
Okay. Gardyloo, this bucket of shit is getting thrown out my window. It's what people would scream before they would throw their shit buckets out the window to pedestrians walking down there. Gardyloo. It kind of lost its meaning, so no one really. When people shit in buckets, you know, threw it out the window. That's what error.
That's where the saying, I don't have a bucket to shit in or a window to throw it out of.
Yes, Gardyloo.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's the most ridiculous thing somebody has yelled at you, Greg?
Yes.
Obviously, Gardyloo.
Greg
just yelled it at me. Yelled at me like 5 times.
Yep, that's the word of the day.
All right.
Gardyloo.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Very informative.
I like
Greg.
how the mic just swung back and Sylvester's like, I don't know how to follow that. That's not. You can't really use that in a sentence. It's more of like a pre-action word you use when you're doing a very specific deed. The deed is cleaning out your shit bucket with the act of throwing it out your window.
Uh-huh.
Oh, my goodness. Morgan?
Yeah, I know we're surrounded by idiots. Mostly just Greg. No, I'm
We're
kidding.
surrounded by idiots named Greg.
Named Greg. All right, so it's time for some hard-hitting questions.
Buddy's back.
Buddy's back.
Buddy's the life of the party.
Buddy.
You also look like Freddy Krueger with that hair on. I just realized that.
So it's time to open up to your band members.
Oh, shit. What does that mean?
It means
Deepest, darkest secrets.
that I want you guys to tell your band members one thing about yourself that your band members may not know about you.
Shit, dude. I'm hella open all the time, dude.
Open like
we know everything all about Buddy.
Yeah, I say some weird ass shit sometimes.
But what is something that you think that they've never known about you, or something that you've never shared with them, or a topic has never came up? Now is your time to tell your band members something more about you.
Greg? What was that word of the day?
Gardyloo.
I'm going to Gardyloo all over you.
Is it a porno now?
He will.
It is.
It has been.
That involves a bucket of human feces and a window.
2X or 3X?
Dude, I'm down.
8X.
That's a new record for me. Cheers to that.
Shit. You gotta think about this one.
Yeah, dude, for real.
You just imagine that in a porno where you're just watching somebody and just all of a sudden just comes in, dumps it all over. It's like,
Yeah, dude, I've seen that shit all the time, dude. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
That's what Greg prefers to beat his meat to.
Ew.
Oh my God.
2 girls, 1 Gardyloo.
Hey, dude, it sounds
Oh,
like...
I got one.
I'd click it. Ooh, Sylvester's gonna embarrass himself.
Okay. So I used to be like super emo in fucking like high school growing up. Like
weren't
I
we
had
all?
like the little emo fringe going and shit. And I was listening to like Silverstein and like fuck Hawthorne Heights and shit. And I was like, yeah,
That ain't gay, dude. Don't
this
worry.
shit's my life.
My life.
Sylvester still is.
Shit's my life.
So, did you figure out something interesting about yourselves?
I always knew you were emo when you had that blonde ass hair.
Well, Buddy knew me during my emo phase.
Dude, you knew me and mine, dude. So it's all good, dude. We were all sad as fuck.
I still listen to some of that emo shit. I'd be like nostalgic as fuck, just like, yeah, let's listen to some like Atreyu.
I still love Atreyu, dude. Their last few
Atreyu's
CDs,
great.
Yeah, dude. Like Suicide Notes and Butterfly Kiss is good.
X's and
Yeah,
O's.
dude. Good. I don't know. Like the first 3 albums were great.
I literally only know the Crimson.
It's
The
part of a
Crimson's
great
good
album.
stuff.
So
That was the first album by Atreyu I ever picked up. What?
Isn't Atreyu the boy from the Never Ending Story?
nah, it's that big ass dragon.
Big ass
thing.
white
Atreyu.
Yeah, that nightmare fuel.
There you go. Well, but yeah.
So anyway, like shit about us that everyone else doesn't know.
Yes.
Okay.
A fun fact about you, buddy.
A fun fact about me. I can tell you a story instead because I don't have any fun
All right.
facts.
I like
But
stories
I like to take
about
acid.
Buddy.
And one time, yeah, that's how it starts. Sorry, Tom, don't fire me. But no, so hell yeah. All right, so then the story can commence. So I went to the zoo a few years ago, and I took this acid at the zoo, and it was beautiful. But we went to go see the butterfly exhibit, and I walk in, and this woman asks me, she's like, "Are you afraid of mannequins?" And I was like, "Don't be a bitch to you. I'm not afraid of no mannequins." And she was like, I don't know why she was telling me this shit either, but she was like, "Yeah, this guy over here, he's like a big donator to the zoo, and I hope he's not listening, but his wife is like a mannequin." And I was just like, that is so crazy. And we pretty much followed him around the zoo the whole fucking time, just tripping balls.
Are you sure you weren't tripping balls at the moment?
No, dude, because I took pictures of him and I still got him.
You find him?
Wait, you mean like the dude's wife legit
was a mannequin?
Was a mannequin?
Hell yeah, dude.
Or like she was one of those mannequin impersonator things?
Like, no, dude, she was like a doll. And it
She
was
was
weird.
she was made out of plastic.
No, I don't know what she was made out of.
Have you ever seen the movie Mannequin? Did she come to life at like midnight in a shopping mall?
I don't know her that well. I only met her once. But it was crazy because
And
I was with an ex-girlfriend of mine, and this guy was like, "Oh, this is like our anniversary thing," and I was like, "Oh, like kind of us too." I didn't tell it to him because I was just like tripping, and he was just there. But
With his mannequin wife?
yeah, and like
What was her name?
I don't remember. dude. I
Shariqua?
was, like the only things I like remember
LaQuasia.
distinctively was that like people were staring at us all crazy, but like he was saying though, it was our anniversary thing, and he was like, "I bought her these like fucking like $500 wind chimes," and I'm like, "Dude, this guy's going all out on a mannequin." And here I am with my girlfriend at the zoo. I was like, fuck, dude. I was like, you're putting me to shame. But like, he was actually like a genuinely cool dude, and he was like super nice. We talked for a while. But the thing about me,
until you end up in his closet,
playing Inner Decay sets.
Yeah, dude, we playing at his grandma's
made out
closet.
of human skin.
But yeah, I guess the thing about me you don't know is I like to trip out in weird places.
And talk to people who are on their anniversary date with their mannequin wife.
The last part of the thing I'll say, because I could go on and on about this for like a long ass time, because there's so many thoughts. But
what is the weirdest place you've tripped?
Yeah, that's a good question, man.
The weirdest place? I don't know.
What were the odds that you were tripping balls and you fucking go to the zoo to have a good ass time?
It was a great
and
time.
then there is fucking Jimmy James with his fucking mannequin wife parading her around like that's fucking something that regular people do.
He goes to town on that. I guarantee you, if he spends money on that doll, he just goes home and smashes this thing, dude.
Pounds
like,
it?
Dude, and like, but my thought was this. My thought was this: is I bet he was like just at home one day. Like he looked like he didn't look like he had money, but like he obviously donates to the zoo. He's talking about his home and stuff. And like he could be crazy. I don't fucking know. But all I'm
yeah,
thinking-
obviously he's
Hey,
walking
I
around
don't
the zoo
judge,
with a
man. It's
mannequin.
2017, bro. I don't judge. But he.
Are you sure it wasn't an it or a they?
I'm not sure about anything actually, but I don't know. He was all right. He was a good guy.
What was his name?
I don't remember.
What was his mannequin wife's name?
Don't remember, but I do remember thinking, like, I bet this guy had a wife for a while, and he was probably just like, she was like, "Can you like clean the shed? Can you do this?" And like one day he's like, "You know what, Carol, I'm fucking done," and he just walks out with a mannequin in his arms, bridal style, out the fucking door.
I'm taking your fucking mannequin that you use for sewing. Your fucking.
I'm gonna fuck the shit.
And I'm gonna bang the shit out of it. I'm marrying this Carol.
Dude, she's just like, "I'm taking the kids to my mom's, and we'll figure this out later."
Fine,
But-
Carol.
Right, dude? Yeah.
That's too funny.
But yeah, that's what I like to do in my spare time is just run into people weirder than I am, I guess. So that's hobbies.
Hobbies.
What about you, Tom? I'm curious. You're a little quiet.
You're loquacious. Anti-loquacious.
I can't believe this shit's recorded.
Yeah, I'm the quiet one. No, but I cannot really think of any secret. You guys know everything about me.
He's the commander.
Maybe the thing that when I came here to America, like at first I kind of gave up music because I was so much busy working, and then when I met my wife, she like made me pick up the guitar and start playing again. So maybe that's the big thing that. If not for my wife, there wouldn't be Inner Decay.
That's an epic love story right there.
Behind every good man, there's a strong woman to
She's
bring
like,
his
"Hey,
dreams to
babe."
life.
All right.
Your wife was like, "Hey,
That was a good one. Everyone else's sucked. No offense.
Play some fucking metal on that wheedly wee guitar."
Yeah, that's what she told me. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, word for word, dude. It was crazy.
I like those stories.
That's a good story.
You had a good one, dude. Ours were fucking stupid as hell. He was emo and I do drugs.
This
Like,
guy's like
holy
fucking
shit.
drugs.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
and
Like my wife.
I learned Sylvester play a saxophone.
Yeah, that's fun.
That's a big secret.
I suck real bad, but
that's a big, big coming out, man.
So, Tom, you ever, now that you know he plays saxophone, you think he might have a saxophone solo?
Yeah, just throw that solo in
Dude,
there.
now you have to do it, dude. You fucked yourself.
Or just one time live. Just bring it on stage.
I've always actually thought about that.
I'll think of it for the next album.
Are you guys cover that song from the Lost Boys where that fucking Jack dude is playing the fucking in the beginning? He's all greased up, playing the saxophone in his purple tights. I still believe.
Sylvester, purple tights, dude. That's.
I do like the color purple.
What? Or Bill Clinton. Just act like Bill Clinton.
I did not have sexual relations
Don't forget
with
the,
that woman.
Don't forget the thumbs up.
A thumbs up. He does that?
Yeah.
So it doesn't have
It's not
to.
a full extended. It's a fucking.
I don't know if he can anymore, dude. He just looks bad.
I did
No
not
offense, Bill.
inhale.
I butt fucked her hard.
Yeah. So it doesn't have to be an inner decay, but have you had an embarrassing moment on stage?
Oh God, every time, every time. I don't. If I don't have an embarrassing time on stage, then I'm just not doing it right.
Yeah. So give me a couple. Give me like 8. Your top 10 most embarrassing moments. I'm just
Dick
joking.
out.
You don't have to do 10, but
Shit, I forget lyrics all the time. So that's. I just kind of and then people are like, yeah, and I'm like, I have no idea what I just said right now.
the people are like, "He's doing it, Peter. He's doing it."
Oh shit! Let me see what's
That's from
Oh,
Peter
actually,
Pan.
this one. Does it have to be an inner decay moment?
No.
Oh my God! So one time, I was playing with my first band, Eternal Lacerations, and we were playing with this one really like. There were these weird matchups. We were like satanic death metal. We were like, this is when we were starting. I wanted to be deicide. I was like, oh shit. So we were playing some deicide stuff, and we got paired up with like metalcore band, and so they went on first. The vocalist went on this like long ass like speech about religion and how like he found Jesus and all that.
Almost closet.
And I was very anti-religious at the moment, so I was just like, but I didn't say anything. I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna be was like. Actually, this wasn't when Eternal until I got super trash, and I was up on stage, and I was like, "Fuck these core kids," and yeah, that was pretty embarrassing. But it was fun while I was doing it.
Yeah, Morgan, thanks for having him relive that. Jeez.
I didn't choose that story to tell.
She's right.
It's all fun memories, though.
I asked for an embarrassing moment. He was the one that put that out there.
Fuck these core
shit.
kids.
But
I
no
don't
offense
fuck
to
any
core
kids.
kids, though. I play in a deathcore band now, so it's another band. So can't hate on the core kids anymore.
Because in truth, you're core at heart.
That's true. I had someone tell me like, "You're a core kid." I'm like, "Damn it, I am."
Damn
The
it.
core of me is core.
You know
To
my
the core.
truth.
Buddy?
So,
Buddy
oh.
Guy. You guys remember Buddy Guy?
Who?
Buddy Guy. He was a Levi Jeans commercial guy. He was like this little doll, and he always fucking did awesome things like get
Buddy
shot out of
Guy was a musician.
rockets.
Yes, I thought.
He got shot out of rockets.
Did he?
He got fucking all sorts of crazy stuff, and he always be like, "Hey, I'm Buddy Dow." Or what was it? Look it up. The Levi Jeans guy. His name is Buddy.
Let's just talk to Buddy.
Buddy something.
I'm not listening.
Buddy Christ, dude.
Buddy Christ.
One thumbs up, 1 point is all you need to get into heaven.
A wink.
But no, I got an awkward story for on stage. Like, I don't know if this was on.
I'm gonna look it up
earlier or whatever. But like, I joined this band and like I didn't really know how to play. They just kind of showed me how to play shit. So we played this one show, and I didn't know how to tune the guitar, but I could like tell it was out of tune, and like the whole thing like it just sounded off, you know. And anyway, so the singer stops the whole thing, and I was like, "Hey man, you know I'm a little out of tune. Can you help me out?" And he's just like, "Oh yeah, you know, Buddy's all fucked up, doesn't know." And I'm like, "Yo, I just don't know how to tune a guitar, to be honest." It was just super awkward because people were just like, "We don't even give a shit. Can you just keep going?" And I don't know. That was about it. There was one other time where like everybody left this one show, and it was like just me and like 3 of my friends. So like we just all like took off all our clothes, like except for like underwear, because you know we're not trying to do that in public. But yeah, we all started jumping around and shit, and it was crazy fun. And the dude just looked like he didn't want to be at work anymore because we were the last people there before they closed. But yeah, awkward band stories. That's about it. Usually I just
Buddy.
there.
It was Buddy
Yeah.
Buddy Lee.
Holy shit, that's terrifying.
Buddy Lee. You guys remember Buddy Lee? Remember those
You guys remember this
commercials?
fucking creeper.
He was a little fucking doll, and he always did like crazy shit. And he'd be like, Buddy Lee jeans. And they're always like, his jeans were perfect. No?
Nah, dude.
Guys.
I don't even want to comment on it. It's just a little.
Oh, they did blackface.
Waste of
Oh, man,
fun, dude.
that's wrong.
Any
all our shows.
Yeah, most of them, yeah.
Inner Decay comes to get fucked up and fuck shit.
Awkward, right?
Oh yeah, we totally got cut off short. That was kind of awkward.
Oh yeah, dude, that was ridiculous. That's funny.
Like, it's really cool, but it's a cool place. But we just went way past.
Man.
Yeah, people were like, "Encore, play one more."
That shit ran. What was it, like an hour late? The entire show, like the whole like.
It was pretty late.
Yeah,
we were like running it an hour late, and then the guy comes on the microphone. He's like, "Don't disrespect me," and so we're like,
"Oh yeah, dude, he did say that."
He did say that.
Disrespect.
And then
what time did you guys go on?
12 was it?
No, it was later than that.
1?
It was very late.
It wasn't later than 1. It was maybe 12, maybe 1.
It was a good show though.
Were you the last band?
We were the last band, yeah.
It was like 12:15.
I've seen bands play till like 1:32 in the morning over there.
Too.
Yeah, but they weren't hearing. They weren't hearing any of it.
But it was fun while it lasted, man. You know, good stuff.
Awkward. Morgan?
Well, I was going to say, where can people find everything that is Inner Decay online? What merch do you have available? And what are some of your upcoming shows?
Well, mostly everything's on Facebook. That's like our go-to place. Everything you can find is on Facebook. Either that or come to the live shows, because pretty much everything we do at the, keep it old school. Come to the shows, and we have merch there. We still got to get some new merch, so right now we're out. But, we're going to be looking into getting some new T-shirt designs and all that.
We got condoms coming out.
Yeah.
Inner Decay, outer decay. they dissolve.
That's
right
creative.
on you.
See, that's good marketing.
Innovative, dude. We try to keep it one step ahead of the competition.
Sure, but yeah, mostly just come out to the shows, man. It's always on Facebook. Come to the shows. We always play locally in Chicago, so and it's always like we're not playing any crazy venues, so if you got like $10, come to a show. We're fun.
Nice.
Do you have any upcoming shows?
No, not for now, because we're going through the lineup change, so it's gonna be like at least couple months until we're ready for playing shows.
It's not bad.
Morgan?
Yeah, I am here. So, wrapping up just a little bit. I do have a few announcements.
A couple, 2, 3?
Couple, 2, 3. First, found out that our friend Gerard of One Steel Wound was in a horrible car accident earlier today. And luckily, he is okay, just has some recovery time now. He was injured in the car accident. So we are wishing him a very speedy recovery and hope that he gets better soon, because he's a very ambitious guy. He works at a music store, Evolution Music, and is all about the scene, all about helping people. So we just want to see him heal quickly and be back out doing what he loves the most, is supporting musicians. So yeah, just send your best wishes to Gerard as he's recovering today. And I think he's still in the hospital and hasn't been released. So just a few shows coming up here, but unfortunately the internet here is not working again. Our friends in A Silent Truth just got announced to be playing with Power Man 5000.
Say what, girlfriend?
Yeah.
I like Power Man.
I know. That's pretty awesome.
Powder Man.
So you can buy tickets off of them coming up here. So support your scene. And, of course, that helps them, too, because it gets them an audience. So
where's that at?
That is going to be at the Forge on November 12th. That is the venue out in Joliet. And they're playing with What Lies Ahead and Rachel Lauren. And then our friends in Orinoco just announced that they are going to be opening up for Belphegor, which is also going to be out at the Forge.
Cryptopsy, Hate.
Oh, Derek knows all about
Masturbate.
Yeah.
We'll
So that is going to be with Cryptopsy, Hate, Orinoco, Belphegor, December 3rd out at the Forge in Indiana.
You mean Juliet?
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, Morgan.
Also, a band to check out this weekend, Eye of the Beholder. They're going to be playing at the Crepe Park in Freeport, Illinois, with Static Signal and The Most of Me. And then our friends in Sons of Ra have a show coming up this weekend as well. They're an awesome instrumental jazz fusion metal band. I guess proggy.
Progressive.
That's cool.
Yeah, they're pretty awesome. They are playing at the Legacy Black.
What?
I'm trying to sorry, at Livewire with Legacy Black, Everything Must Die, and the Unnecessary Gunpoint Lecture.
Oh my god! So check us out. The Unnecessary Gunpoint Lecture.
They're from Madison.
Is an instrumental band from Madison, Wisconsin, and I saw them once playing Livewire. And the funniest shit. So like, I didn't know who they were, nothing about them. It was just this band is up next. Okay, so it's a 3-piece: drummer, guitarist, bassist, and the bassist and the fucking guitarist both had microphones, right? So the sound guy at Livewire was like, all right, can we check the bass mic? And the bassist lets out this fucking, like, the most metal, blood-curdling scream like you've ever heard, right? And it was like, holy fuck, these guys are going to be crazy. And then the whole entire set, that guy doesn't say a goddamn word.
You said they're instrumental, right?
Instrumental.
Yeah.
He doesn't say a fucking word.
So they made him test his microphone for nothing.
And yeah,
They
he
just
tested
fuck
his
up the
mic. He
sound,
didn't
man.
even. Yeah, he didn't do any. There was no vocals throughout any of the songs, and he didn't say anything. Like the fucking guitarist was the only one. Like, hey guys, this next song is called, whatever. He would do the talking, but it was like, after the set was over, I was like, why did the bassist even do that? Like, imagine like the most fucking metal, blood curdling scream. Like it was like, holy fuck. I was
He just
totally.
wants you to know.
I was totally expecting this band to be like, holy shit, they're going to be fucking crazy. But he never said a goddamn word. It was so funny. So anyway, yeah.
A lot of internalized rage there.
He had to let it out. He just goes in one time. He's like,
Unnecessary
Yeah,
gunpoint lecture. Those guys are pretty cool.
sound cool.
And he had a pretty sweet mustache, too.
Just a couple more shows going on just this weekend alone. Free show September 30th with So-Called Saints, Alpha Villain, and 99 Proof Devils happening at Sharky's Sports Bar and Grill.
Sharky's!
In Mount Morris, Illinois. Not sure where that is. I've never heard of Mount Morris. Anybody know where that is?
Mount Morris.
Mount Morris? Yeah.
No, I haven't heard of that either.
Me either. And then also our friends in Air Raid are going to be playing a show this weekend. Waiting for this to load. Damn it. They are playing with Of Wolves, The Ever Scathed, and Gigan. Geigen, thank you.
Morgan tried to pronounce it.
I'm
and
not
she
good
failed
at
miserably.
that. And that's happening Thursday at Cobra Lounge in Chicago. But there's a ton of other shows coming up. You should be aware of your local support on their Facebook pages. Go ahead and follow them. And be sure to keep a lookout on the metalexperience.com and our blog. We've got some interviews coming up that we'll be posting soon in the Let's Chat Q&A sessions. And then a couple album reviews coming up as well that we've got a couple people working on. We just recently launched a collaboration and contest with Songdo, which is actually a company in India.
Say what?
They are holding a contest for us to feature some Indian metal bands.
Ooh.
Yeah. So they
I want
have
some
made it live.
Bollywood.
We should be
Some
getting some
Bollywood
music
metal.
soon.
Bollycore.
And then we just wrapped up a Reverb Nation contest. We have found our 2 winners. So we will announce those as it comes up in our Hey Look What I Found picks. And when we do their album reviews, you'll know who our lucky 2 winners are from our September contest. And then
fuck yeah.
Next week, October 3rd, Opesha will be joining us. Luke is here right now hanging out with us, but we're going to be with the full band next week. So come out to Fitz' Spirit Keys in Elmhurst. It's always free. Come out and join us, hang out, have a drink or something to eat.
Well, the drinks in the
interview
that you have to buy yourself.
a band that's on with us.
But
Every
the hangout
week,
is free.
every Tuesday.
And Greg might even bring donuts, and you can.
Yeah, dude, the donuts were straight up legit. Yeah.
Don't clap for Greg.
I got it. He's got the head, he's got the donuts, he got the bag. It's all good.
That guy's such a gosh dang weirdo.
Yeah.
That's why we vibe.
Yeah, that's why we love him. Also, check out the we opened the show tonight with South Arsenal and Malice. Check those bands out, and then also the Hey, Look What I Found was the band Geiger from Richmond,
Like the
Kentucky.
counter.
Check those guys out.
We've
also.
got one last Inner Decay track to play tonight.
And before we play it, well, first, what's the name of the track?
This one's called A Reason to Kill. I just thought about that 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago.
A Reason to Kill.
So you just wrote this, recorded this, and everything in 3 hours.
No, the name I just thought of last minute.
Okay.
When you're on the way to the Mel Experience, you're like,
for 2 hours ago.
Were you watching Cold Case Files with Buddy?
Probably. I don't remember.
I share that shit with everybody. Get me on Facebook. I'll send you the best episodes. Don't actually add me.
And what is this song about? What reason do you have to kill?
Revenge.
Emo kids.
Revenge.
People who don't use their fucking turn signals, dude.
Exactly.
I swear to God. Fuck all of you. Sorry.
100% with Buddy on that one. But no, the album, when I was writing the lyrics to the album, it was all kind of like a concept album. So it was all kind of like it's all like a album based on war, and it's a big story between two warring sides. And so this is just another little take on the, this is that same dude in the last song. Same exact dude.
Same guy.
This is his reason to kill.
Guy.
So he kind of gives you a whole...
So the reason actually turned out to be someone didn't use their turn signal.
Exactly.
And they got murked.
You get 3 strikes, and you're out.
Wait, you got to follow someone?
From the tortured souls of war.
You got to follow someone and be like, that motherfucker made 3 illegal turns.
Dude, the craziest part of it all, bro, is you don't even got to follow them that fucking long, dude. I'd be on the highway, and people are in and out, and I'm like, that's your 3rd strike, dude. And...
Now you're dead.
And in my mind, you're dead.
You're dead. About to get murked.
Exactly, murked.
Fucking Yadik's in the car with Yadik's like, I got all the weapons in the trunk. Let's take them
Pulls
out.
out the flail.
Yeah. We don't want to incriminate him out here.
I mean,
He's a good
Yadik
guy.
never said that. Yadik doesn't have any weapons in his trunk.
But use your turn signal for real.
Who's Yadik?
People. Come on. He's not here, so who is he?
Who is he?
Yadik's not here, man.
We don't know any Yadik. No.
But yeah, that was pretty sweet last time. It was fucking
Did he bring any of the weapons?
He did.
Are you serious?
There's a police station out back. I don't know how he got him in the building.
We're just like, dude.
He came in with he came in with the flail and the dagger,
So he
and then
just-
he had the axe in his
Just sitting here.
car.
Here, and this is my flail, guys.
They probably thought his ass was Thor. They're like, that's not even
He
fucking
walked
deal with
into
that.
the bar, and then when we were down here, he just threw the flail on the table.
I mean, we were downstairs.
Like,
And
how
that
did you
shit's-
walk past everybody with this?
That shit's fucking legit.
With
like,
honor and
Heavy.
vigor, dude.
Yeah.
He tucked it under his shirt.
That shit,
Conceal carry.
Yeah.
Conceal carry.
that shit's fucking legit.
Is that a deadly
Like, those
weapon?
are
You're just
fucking-
happy to see me. Like, little both, actually.
Why is your penis so spiky?
Bad circumcision got me
Oh
fucked up.
my
dude.
god.
And all of
Too
these are
many
reasons to
STDs.
kill, I guess. So we've got one last track to go out tonight with. We want to thank Inner Decay for coming out, hanging out with us,
you.
entertaining us for Luco's 6-year anniversary
6
with the Metal
years, guys.
Oh,
Experience.
yeah, dude. Props.
Now we
Damn.
can remember how long he's been here with us until next
I
week.
literally told
Thanks for
Buddy-
having us on, guys. You guys are fucking awesome.
Yeah, dude, that was a destined conversation, bro.
Yeah, right?
Oh, yeah.
Buddy, we were meant to meet upstairs when you were grabbing a drink,
Hell yeah,
and I
dude.
was fucking telling those people to eat those donuts.
Dude, yeah, you
that you were
told
like,
them.
hey, how
How
long
long you been doing
And I
this
was
shit?
like, if Morgan's been like 6.5 years, then I'm like 6 years.
Yeah, dude, you were on the ball. It was insane.
That's
dude. You just,
crazy.
like- Yeah, dude, props to you.
Buddy,
You
we
got-
were meant to meet tonight.
Hell yeah, dude, give me up top. Yeah.
And now we're going to listen to A Reason to Kill by Inner Decay.
I've been on the
signal.
show 6 years, a reason to kill.
Yeah, right.
Join us
Pulls out
next week with
Rambo.
Opacia.
Oh,
And don't
shit,
forget to check out themetalexperience.com and Inner Decay on Facebook. Good night.
Thanks for having us, by the way.